again as soon as we started, so I just want to make sure that
that's
great.
On
the docket.
Good.
All right, well, first, who wants to talk about what happened last game?
All right, so the good news is we found our Tal'Doris. Hooray! The bad news is, except for Kior, we didn't find them in great condition. Yeah. Yeah, so we found Kior first, or Kior found us first, after having been knocked unconscious and waking up 2 days later. Not great. And so after finding her, decided to do some scouting of some places in the City of the Dead where it occurred to us we might find Ramiel, Uriel, and Alina. Kior and Say had a family talk about Say running off in response to Alina's marriage proposal. And basically what that boiled down to is Alina and Say are gonna need to have a conversation when this is all over, and Say is at least willing to do that. But naturally, Say is kinda spooked by the idea of an engagement after one of her previous engagements, ended with her cutting the guy's head off, disemboweling him. Can't remember which one. Either way, he was in a cult, now he's dead.
Definitely this was a conversation that only Kior and Say had.
Definitely nobody else participated in it, and we all allowed them the illusion of privacy.
It was very good.
Yeah. So we found Ramiel under the effects of a feeble mind spell. He had left behind his weapons and armor and ran into some dark catacombs to hide out. He couldn't speak. He recognized Erebus, though. So that was very sweet. And we brought him back to the gatehouse to hand him over to Michael and ask for him to be sent to the Court of Miracles for a greater restoration spell. Then it was time to go find Uriel, and we found him very banged up, but not as banged up as the assorted Ocean Great Old One cultists, who were all there dead in the room with him. So we patched him up against his will when he was like, nope, stop, you don't have to heal me, save your resources, and Kiora and Eliana, we're not having that. And then we got I love you both. Aww. And so we then left him at the Merchant's Rest, went on to go find Alina, went on to be attacked by Alina, who was possessed and in a very similar state to when she got into a bad position in the City of the Dead earlier in her childhood and got her scars. So that was not great. So we had to fight her. We knocked her out. We brought her back. She came back to herself, having absolutely no memory of what happened. We brought her back to the Merchant's Rest to hide out with Uriel, and throughout all of this, we gathered some information about this Ocean/Great Old One cult that our friends at the Court of Miracles found fighting with each other. They fought and were scattered. And so we went on to, what's this one called? The Lord's Respite, in order to get to the bottom of this, and Bosun found a friend. I'm sure that we're all going to be marvelous friends.
Waving and undulating. Very large. I don't think we've been able to get a good look at it yet, right? We just know that there's something very large.
Yep, just very large.
Yeah. That Bosun's very excited.
Yeah.
Which is probably totally fine and unproblematic for anyone. Yay!
Okay, is everyone ready to jump into tonight's game?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I guess I should
Let's do it.
pour some
Right,
dice out
recording.
for me.
Pass it out, Grace.
The notes begin. Erebus pass without trace.
Oh no, I hate it.
Oh, yep, that's exactly. Why is that? Why is that not making this less terrifying?
Do you know how difficult it was to find the right series of keywords within Discord to get that GIF?
What was that?
It is harder than you think.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I appreciate your effort.
I'm sure whatever you're facing looks just as friendly as that.
That's, okay.
It's got a big smile just like that one. Probably only the same number of limbs. Probably.
Cool. So I guess we're gonna stealthily approach and somehow also get.
Sure. Yeah, why don't I load up tonight's map?
Oh, then we'll decide.
If it doesn't read my push to talk as exiting the game. Give me a moment.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
well.
Oops.
It's like, you meant back button, right?
No.
Can't remember what I used my luck points on, other than being sure that I'm sure it wasn't worth it.
I mean,
I have
define worth
I have
it.
one left. I mean, do I ever spend my my luck points on anything important? Actually, important? No, they're for flavor and entertainment. So no regrets.
Today
If
on,
you
we
wait
fought a
to
Yeti
spend
this
them-
morning and didn't realize it would be important.
Yeah.
Wait to spend them on something important, then you never
Oh.
use them.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate
yeah.
it.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no! The map is wiggling. Oh no!
Oh, I
was just this
hate
morning.
it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, that's an amazing effect.
I love it, but I hate
Try not to look at it too closely. Wow.
Heather, I appreciate you, but I hate this.
Meanwhile, I'm zooming way in to admire it better. The two genders. Oh no, Kyora's dying again. Wow. That's unsettling.
Yeah.
Oh, there's other moving things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the shadows. What's the bird shadow?
I'm getting kind of mesmerized by this thing, and I feel like that's the idea.
It's
Is that
very
blood
thematic.
splatter? It is blood splatter.
And
It
corpses.
It might be drag marks.
And dead bodies.
That's not comforting.
We love corpses.
Look at those
Hmm.
cultists question mark with their creepy sacrificial knife. What a good token pack.
And there's a portal to the astral sea.
Oh,
Question
Bosun,
mark.
this is Bosun's best day ever.
He's so excited for you guys to meet his friend.
So where do we put our tokens on this
Oh,
map?
they have. I just zoomed in on these smaller tentacly things, and look, they have teeth.
Oh no.
Oh,
Sure do.
Like they're like little alien, like the alien chest bursters, except with longer necks.
No, I hate it.
Oh, Heather,
I hate
this is
it
a
so much.
masterpiece.
I showed this
Oh, they're
to
moving now. Now
Yeah.
that I'm closer, they're moving.
Oh yeah, I showed this to Rob for approval earlier.
Did he approve?
He had a couple suggestions that I was not able to implement before game.
I guess next time. I don't even know how to describe this in the notes.
I've just put down, we go to the map, which is full of animated tentacles, some of which have teeth, and also dead bodies. And maybe
Yeah.
a portal to the
The
astral.
map wiggles.
Yeah, I guess I mean, it's up to you all, because this is pretty close to it. You guys are seeing this. I would say, there's walls around this. We'll say this black part is like walls around this particular
Okay.
area.
Okay.
And you all can approach from whatever direction you'd like.
Does somebody want to arbitrarily pick a side, or should I arbitrarily pick a side?
I'll
You may
arbitrarily
as well.
bottom of the map.
Okay. Delightful.
We love the bottom of the map.
We do.
North is up. Should we be outside the wall?
No, there's fine.
Okay.
Would you like to be outside the wall, or are you going to enter straight in? I assume there's some measure of stealth happening, but it's up to you.
Yeah,
No.
it did seem like we were approaching. It seemed like we saw the large thing in the distance, but we hadn't seen the smaller things yet at the bottom of last session. So outside the walls would make sense, because I'm assuming inside they might have a chance to notice us if we don't avoid that.
Oh, I suppose I should grab y'all's gunslinger.
Oh yeah.
She stays here. That's right.
I mean, unless she saw the tentacles and noped out, which, like, fair.
I get it.
She's a gunslinger. They take your badge for shit like that.
We fought a green dragon with her. It's fine.
Someone grab Kira's cloak and pull her back to the outside.
Say will 100% do that.
This is the most paladin thing ever. Is Alina with? Did we take Alina with us, or
No.
what did we
Left
do
her
with
with
Alina?
Uriel.
Drop her off
Okay,
with
that's
Uriel.
right. Thank you. Cool. So we have Pass Without Trace up now?
Yeah, why doesn't everyone roll me a stealth check just for shits and giggles? But
Check.
I don't know why
Oh,
roll 20.
okay.
Oh! That's weird. It won't let me click on the drop down to change my character, but I actually can do it with the arrow, so that's nice. Damn, Grim.
Cure, it's a stealth check, not initiative. But I mean, you girl.
This is like the how in Pathfinder you can roll initiative as stealth. This is the paladin approach to rolling.
Honestly, to be fair, I lack bonuses in either category, so 13 works for stealth.
Alrighty.
Plus 10. Don't
Plus
forget your
10.
plus 10.
Yes, that's going to be very important.
Huzzah. I feel bad for Erebus helping us all and then rolling, having the worst stealth.
Listen, it's still over
I think
20.
that
It's
works.
fine.
Oh, was
not like
Eliana's
she
dirty
rolled
20
in that
with
one.
the bonus?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fun.
As long as it's not in that one, we're good. Hypothetically.
Do we seem to have been noticed?
You do not appear to have been noticed.
Excellent. We love that for us.
Is Bosun still yelling to Grim about how this is their new friend?
Yeah, friend. Friend.
I don't think this is a friend, Bosun. Not, at least not yet. Can I just stealthily peek over the wall and get a look at the? Is it a tall wall, or is it like a wall that Grim, who is 5'7", can peek over?
Grim
to get
can
a
peek
look?
over it. Let's say it's a
Okay.
6-foot wall, like so you might have to like
Okay.
pull yourself up a little bit. Your
Scramble a little bit.
Yeah, your base athletics will allow that.
Okay. Okay, so we see the cultists, we see the tentacles, and Grim will describe what they're seeing. Quietly, very quietly. Are the cultists actively in the midst of knifing these people who are dead bodies, or are they...
They seem to be roaming a little aimlessly.
Okay. And are the bodies also dressed as cultists?
Yes.
Okay. So, as we were told, they were infighting about misappropriation of resources. So, and what does the portal looks like?
So there's actually 2 magic things happening right here.
Oh, good.
So the portal is a underneath the tentacled creature that seems to be trying to pull itself out.
Oh, not good.
That appears to be black and inky, no light coming from within. There's also a magic orb, glowing a faint blue, on the sundial. Underneath it is extensive rune work that has been carved into the edges of the sundial.
Interesting.
The two do not appear to be related at first glance.
So I'm sorry, there was an orb on a sundial, or that's part of a sundial?
So there's an orb here, which appears to be magic and blue, light blue in nature.
Okay.
And then there's this purple portal, which is inky black and hard to look at. Actually, kind of gives you a little bit of a headache if you try to stare too closely at it.
Okay, thank you. Grim will drop back to flat-footed on the far side of the wall. Is the creature pulling itself out of the inky, lightless, hard headache portal? Does it look? No, Grim doesn't. They never actually saw the creature that they can consciously remember. Does it feel familiar?
It, like, you expect to be terrified at seeing this, and logically you know you should be terrified at seeing this, but you're not frightened.
Huh. They're just gonna lean against the wall.
Did they tell us what they saw?
Yes, they described everything that Heather just described.
Right, so kill it with fire? She says whispering, but I am not whispering for auditory reasons.
Right, sounds like a plan. And you see Say just pull her shotgun off her back and load 2 shells.
Wait!
Kiyora's drawing her sword.
Not yet, you bloody impulsive. God. What is the blue magic thing?
I feel like that's a moment where Say and Kiora both like look at each other and look at the group and shrug in unison.
Yeah. Right,
I will
don't
turn
fuck
on-
with magic.
No, I wasn't asking you specifically. Just what does it generally? What is it? What does it do?
Can I
Not
turn on
normally.
magic and look over the wall?
Sure.
Alright. So I'll just cast it as an action, not try to ritual cast. And peer over the wall. Take a look. What do I see in terms of magical auras and schools of magic?
Evocation.
Cool.
Let me just double check. The portal in the center appears to be conjuration.
The evocation is the orb.
The orb is
Question mark?
Yep, the orb is evocation and the portal is conjuration.
Right. Well, the portal is the orb. The orb is probably something that is going to attack people because that's evocation. Then that's what I do.
So can we get rid of it? Is there a way to just make it go away?
If anybody knew dispel magic, but I don't. I think the best way to make it go away is attacking at this point.
Yeah, kill the caster, like Reg said.
Maybe the orb is what's cutting us off from the outside. Can I roll Arcana on that theory?
Sure.
23.
You know evocation is the same school of magic as Wall of Force.
Ah.
That's fun.
Yeah, I think the orb is what's cutting us off from the outside.
Right.
So
to
Grim
do-
is leaning back against the wall with their eyes closed, so perhaps we don't want to destroy it quite yet. Or
I was just
possibly at
gonna-
all.
I was just
No,
going to say the same thing.
And I think we need to destroy what's trying to come through that portal first before we do anything about that orb.
How does it go? Good news, bad news. Which would you like first?
Oh no.
Take the good news.
It's not Tiamat. Coming
What a
through the
treat.
portal.
Well, that is good news.
What's the bad news, Grim?
Bosun may be correct that it is a friend. In a way.
And what does that mean?
I have no idea. I mean, I know what it might mean. In terms of meaning, just not in terms of practicality. I would prefer it not come through, though. If it's all the same to you all.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a friend, if I'm being entirely honest.
Bosun glares at you. Nobody else is
I'm
close
just
faster.
saying.
Like, by glare, I mean he cocks his head and has a slightly less soft, charming look while wiggling his tentacles
I
in
mean,
a slightly
I feel
menacing
like
fashion.
Aramis knows that there's a difference by now.
She holds up her hands. I'm just saying, friends are typically people you want to have around you.
He says that's what he means too.
Oh,
they're gonna
no.
sort of go back to scrambling a little bit up the wall, like trying to peek over the wall just to gauge progress. Does it look like how does it look like it's very
It's-
slowly dragging itself out, or is it
it's
getting
very
somewhere?
slowly dragging itself out. It's very large.
Good.
The portal is decently sized for it to pull itself through, but it's still taking some time to get all the way through.
While Grim is looking over the wall, Grim's, can you tell if there's one of them specifically that's maintaining the portal open?
I'll look around. Is there anything?
Roll perception.
And the sandworms are just wriggling.
They're just wriggling.
Okay. 13. That was from Grim's sheet, even though it says Bosun.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really see. They seem to be trying to help pull or create the they're all attending this creature, but not in a way that seems to be obviously that they're creating the portal.
Not at this present moment in time. It appears that they may be between tasks.
All right.
The murder seems to have stopped for the moment, so that's nice, I suppose.
I was just going to ask if we should start it up again from a different direction.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad idea, if the alternative is waiting for the apocalypse.
I'd really rather not, if it's all the same to you.
Right, neither
I
would
second that.
Should I try to send it back?
It's, if you can.
Yeah.
Are we ready if it goes badly?
As ready as we're ever going to be, I suspect.
Oleana sets her hands in a base casting gesture in front of her chest. Ready.
Loaded and
Ready.
ready.
Ready's the bow. Yeah.
All right. Is there a gate near us if we want to move through? Grim's just
Yeah.
going to cast over the wall, but wants to make sure that the melee folks have access if they need it. Okay. Grim's going to double check one creature, so they have to have their eyes open. Cool. They're hanging off the wall, they realize they need to open their eyes. Do so, and would like to attempt to cast banishment on the terrifying tentacle monster. The central one, not the smaller one.
Sure.
Let me throw the DC in the chat.
Yes, please.
How many vector resistances does it have?
I'm gonna
I
toss
know
Vax. Yeah, I'm gonna toss Vax outside because he's having some feels.
Dramatic interlude.
Vaxodon! The fuck, my man?
Have needs, mother. Have needs.
It's so tentacly.
It's really hypnotic.
It
It
really,
really
is.
is.
Like, it's kind of pretty in a very upsetting fashion.
Uh-huh.
That's how the cult gets you.
Yeah. I thought my DC was a little higher, but I guess not. Nope. I don't think it's gonna matter, but it's fine. Everything is fine.
Sorry about that. Vax decided he desperately
Hi.
needs to go out right now.
Fair. Welcome back. He needs to eat some grass.
Okay, so let's see here. It's cocked. Charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw.
So it will use one of its legendary resistances.
Ah, of course it will.
Better than
One
the
down.
alternative if it just passed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cure is ready. Cure is not ready.
So if everyone could roll initiative.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Wow, Grim. I mean, wow. Oh, I thought I hit the I'm gonna roll again to myself.
Huh.
Okay. Then I'll edit.
Looks like 13 is Cure's magic number.
Yeah. I'm sure that's not prophetic at all. Bosun doesn't want to
fine.
attack its friend.
Oh, grass for everyone.
Oh, go Eliana. Grim does just like slide back down the wall. It didn't work.
Well, I guess we'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
And on that note, Eliana, you're up.
Right. So her strategy hasn't changed since we first started scouting this place out. She's going to take a peek over the wall and cast a fireball. I think she's looking to avoid catching the orb on fire. So let's remember what her radius is. 20-foot radius. So let's say we put it.
Oh no.
Good news. Good news. It's huge. You don't have to do the. Oh, this whole thing is a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I think if we put it over here, we can also catch some cultists and some wriggly worms. So that's cool. Yeah, and that's gonna be a 5th level fireball. So,
That's a powerful fireball.
yeah, do I have elemental affinity turned on? Yep. Alright. Okay, oh, and one of those ones becomes a 2, so 29. 29 plus 7. Oh, I gotta do math. Actually, that's 40, so that's 41 on points of damage on a fail.
Okay. And we're catching 2 cultists and
We're
the
catching our big bad, these 2 cultists, and these things of wriggly worms.
okay.
What if it turns out that the wiggly worms are the real threat?
It seems like it's possible.
Okay. We'll use that one like that. Ooh, high variance die. Why did you sneak in there?
I mean, not inappropriate though.
Use that for the big guy. Okay, so big guy saves and he takes half. You said 41? 41?
Yeah.
Cultists. Neither save. They look fucked up.
That for them.
Somehow the tentacles on the ground save?
They're very wiggly.
They retract into the ground and pop back up.
Yeah, that makes more sense than...
That feels so appropriate.
Alright. Anything else for your turn?
Yep, bonus action, Elianis. I'm going to meta follow my pattern of inspiring the next person in initiative order. What that looks like in character is Eliana dropping down below the wall again, seeing Say with her gun, and saying, right, the tentacles don't look that affected, but the cultists don't look good. May your aim be true, to inspire Say. And then I'm feeling like I don't want to be that bunched up with everybody. So we're going to move over to the right. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. So, sorry, I copied Say stats over so I wouldn't have to open up Foundry to get her shit, and then I realized it did not copy over the one attack that's super useful right now.
Oh, of course it didn't.
Cool. Found it anyway.
Yay.
So Say's going to just walk over the wall. Because fuck gates. Or doors.
Those are some good boots.
Alright, I think she's going to do very similarly to, yeah, she's going to do very similarly to Eliana and shoot off her shotgun with a just belching fire. Alright, I'm just typing it. Ouch. But the good news is that oh, go ahead.
At this point, Sable's gonna use his reaction to infuse Say's attack with an extra 1d6 fire damage.
Alright.
He's inspired.
Yes. Oh, please. Can you roll that? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so an extra 3 fire damage.
Perfect.
For that.
Okay. So 30, so that's enough to at least kill the cultist. So the cultist, ill-prepared for double fireballs, burned to crisps. The tentacles are starting to look a little crispy, and and there's a faint smell of seafood in the air.
That's both vivid and upsetting.
And since she's a rogue, she's gonna bonus action dash. Here. That'll get her there. And she's gonna stow her shotgun, which is still kind of faintly smoking and red, and pull out a different gun and her sword. Erebus, you're up.
Alright, Erebus is going to go here for some cover. And Sable's gonna go with her. And then we are going to get off a couple shots on the tentacles, I guess, with the moon bow. Okay. Long bow. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay, so then with, that's with Moonbow, extra 2 damage, and then, 11 plus 2 extra damage is piercing. So 13 piercing damage with Moonbow on the first one. And then, 14, does that hit?
14 misses.
Okay. Well, not nothing.
Hold on just a moment, I'm giving you a Sable to control.
Okay, excellent, thank you. Yay! Hello, buddy.
Alright, and what was that damage again?
13.
Okay. So, 13 damage. Anything else for your turn?
I think that's gonna be it. Hello, welcome to this incredible fight that we're having, Rob. Yeah, that's Erebus's turn.
All right, Corinne, you're up.
Oh boy. This is messy. Okay. Where is the gate? Did we establish?
Let's say the gate is right in front of Cure.
Okay.
That feels correct.
That honestly kind of does. Okay. So Corinne will kind of squeeze past Cure.
I drew a ghetto gate. There you go.
Perfect. I love it. It's beautiful. Perfect. Never change. And we'll go a little bit further here. And then is going to... Oh, gosh. Sure, we're going to try shooting this mass of writhing sandworm tentacles. Because that sounds fun.
Cool.
Oh, I forgot to turn sneak attack off because, well, I'm very sad, but it's a nat 20. So the sneak attack damage I don't think kicks in because not in melee, no allies nearby.
Yeah.
Did not take.
Alas, there's no advantage to take.
Yeah, sad. It
But
makes
you
me
still
very,
do
very
max
sad.
damage plus whatever you roll. So.
Okay. So that's, oh gosh, which one should I take? Because it did because roll 20 does the crit damage automatically.
I'd always default to the one on the left.
Okay, great. So another 1 damage. So that's 1 plus 8 plus 5, 14 piercing damage. And then
It lets out an unholy screech that you can only hear in your mind.
Oh, the hell?
Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
I can. I'm gonna burn. Yeah, I'm gonna burn a luck from the relic to reroll. 22.
Okay. So you hear it, and that's it.
Okay, great. And then with my bonus action, I am gonna dash. Nope. Yes. I'm gonna dash in this direction because I want to be not bunched up in the collective. And that is my turn.
Alrighty. Cure, you're up.
Alright, assholes, which one of you knocked me out for 2 days? I charge in. Gonna stab this one while I'm looking at the one up here. Was it you? Grovel! And I am going to... Actually, that is an action. I'm going to use Compelled Duel on him. That's a bonus action.
Okay.
Do that. Then I'm going to strike the one in front of me. Oh, that's ugly numbers. Do you do flanking?
Hell yes.
Does a 14 hit?
The cultist? Yes.
Yeah. All right. That is 11 slashing and 2 radiance. Still alive?
Yes.
Let's fix that. Wow, what's that rolling? Got 2 nat 1s in both of those attacks. Next one is a 22 to hit. 10 slashing, 2 radiant, and I'll toss on a level 2 divine smite on that. So that'll be a total of 10 slashing and 17 radiant.
All All right, he is swaying on his feet as he turns his attention to you, hissing at you. His eyes are vacant. The one up top is going to roll a wisdom save against your compelled duel.
DC 15.
He succeeds and does not pay you any attention.
Oh, that only makes me angrier. I use my last bit of movement to get behind this guy, and otherwise I'm done.
Okay. It's the friend's turn.
Yay.
Bosun is so excited for him. Him, her, it.
It doesn't identify with gender.
Name only. I am mood.
Alright, so Cure is shiny and closest to it. So it's going to do a reach out with one of its tentacles and try to beat the shit out of her. Actually, no. It's not going to do that. Instead, the sky crackles above you. And I need Cure, Erevis, and Say are closest to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, that's not great.
Okay. 18. Love being proficient in dexterity saving throws.
Say gets a bonus because of Aura of Protection.
What's that bonus? Because she did not roll well.
It is a +3. Ooh, I did surprisingly well.
Sylvius Paladin.
In a move that will never be lived down.
Oh no.
Let's see here. Cure and Erevis, you each take 11 points of lightning damage. As you dodge the lightning and just kind of get grazed by it. Say is knocked off her ass and goes prone.
Ooh.
Glance over at her from behind my shield.
She's unconscious.
Really, Say?
She's conscious, but she's prone.
Yikes.
I assume her boots are like her. It must be really uncomfortable to have her boots stuck to the ground while the rest of her is prone.
Ow.
Insult to injury.
Just updating her total number of hit points, and then I'll be done with her. Yeah, the rogue didn't pass the dexterity saving throw.
And the paladin did.
And the paladin did.
That's
Gonna be one of
harsh.
these just never happened moments.
Cure now has leverage to force her to talk to Alina.
Ooh.
So it's the cultist's turn. The one in front of Cure is gonna try to attack Cure. Actually, no. Say's prone is gonna attack Say.
I have a thing. I'm looking it up. Shield Master.
Ooh.
That would have been good to know. No, it was the. Sorry, fighting style protection. I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage since he's attacking someone other than me.
Cool, so it'll just be a straight roll.
Yeah.
He still manages to just plunge his knife into her chest. She manages to kind of roll and deflect it so it doesn't, like, hit square on, but it hits. Let me just see what damage they do. Cool, max damage. Great, that's awesome for her.
At least it's not a crit.
Fair enough. Alright, guess what? Bosun's up.
Bosun's turn. Oh, Bosun. What bad choice you gonna make, my friend?
Right now, Bosun is convincing you that you just need to talk, and everyone can be friends. It just wants to talk to you, Grim. It's fine. It won't hurt you. It's a friend.
I'm so torn between being Grim's player and being Bosun's player. So Bosun is trying to do this. Grim is continuing to. I don't think he may be your friend, Bosun, but I do not believe it is the friend of the city of Waterdeep. I am very sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I do need Bosun. Come back here. And Bosun is going to double check his fly speed. Is going to fly up and over the wall, and he starts like he's for a second thinks about ringing his bell, and then he remembers that he's not allowed to yet, so he doesn't. He continues to have it in his bill, not ringing it. And Bosun is just gonna fly 40 feet. He's not going down into the portal. He's staying well up over, but he's gonna just fly 40 feet forward to say hi to his friend. Mechanically, I would like this to be Bosun giving the help action.
So it pulling out, of the portal?
The next attack. What was that?
Oh, the help action.
Oh, no, not to the creature. This would like to be Bosun's distracting the creature by flying up to say hi to it. Thus providing advantage on the next attack from our creature, from our people. So he's not like physically pulling it out. It's very large. He's very small. His strength score is 5. So he's not helping us. He's just being friendly. He's not helping it. He's just being friendly and accidentally distracting it.
Fair enough.
Maybe. We'll see.
Sounds good. On these tentacles' turns, they're gonna grow.
Oh no.
Huh.
As more of
I
them
hate this
emerge
very
out of the
much.
ground.
Right.
Alright, and I think that's their turn.
Oh, good.
At the end of the tentacle's turn, the friend is going to whip a tentacle out at Cure.
Oh, good.
That's a 25 to hit.
Just barely.
Alright, so it's going to be 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And you're currently grappled.
Oh, this is fine.
Grim, you're up.
Awesome. Guess there was no spell slots left. Except my Mystic Arcanum, which is not super useful at this present moment. So point of order question. I remember last session Grim was rocking around with the very spooky dagger out. What is the overall light level in this area?
I'm gonna say it's dim.
Okay, so that would mean for 10 feet around Grim, the ambient light level is reduced another 10 feet, so Grim is in darkness with Devil's Sight. Does that mean that anyone they're attacking is effectively blinded, so they have advantage?
I would assume anyone who doesn't have blind sight, yeah.
Fabulous. Grim is going to doesn't want to waste the bosun's help action if they have advantage themselves anyway, because they're very spooky. Sees the worms get bigger next to Corinne, doesn't like that. Grim is going to Eldritch Blast the lower right-hand worm mass. Which means that I just double check how many beams. I think it's 3 beams at this point, or is it still 3 beams? 1, 2, 20, 22, 27, and 20 on lower right worm mass.
Okay. Yeah, those all hit. And that one slowly stops moving.
Oh, that's cool! And Grim is just gonna stare at it for a long, like bonus action stare at it to make sure it's not moving anymore. That's my turn!
Alrighty. Elian, you're up.
Alright, gonna start by moving towards the gate so that if it's necessary to run in, that is going to be something that can be achieved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least on the next turn. And then, seeing as these are creatures who appear to be kind of relatively fixed in place, actually gonna go with a wall of fire this time around.
Ooh.
And so that can be up to 60 feet long, or a ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter. I think if we do the longer version of the wall, then we can catch both. Can set it up to catch this thing of tentacles and the creature. So that's the placement that I have in mind for this thing.
One moment.
Ooh, do we have a firewall?
What was the placement?
So it's gonna be... Actually, I feel like that's not quite getting enough of the... Oh, is Bosun invisible?
Yes. Because Erebus could see him earlier, and I did not state that he became invisible.
Okay. So we are instead going to have it on this diagonal that I'm showing right now. And the side that's facing away from us, so this way, is going to be the side that deals damage. But it will also deal damage to all creatures that are inside of it. So this set of tentacles and the creature. Oh yeah, if you do it that way, then we don't really have to play with diagonals. I just don't want to catch the orb in it just yet.
Okay.
Alright. So now we're going to cast that at level 5 and roll our damage. The tentacles and the creature have to make dex saves. 7, 29, 34 points of damage.
Alright, the tentacles are going to use a legendary resistance.
Cool, they have legendary resistances too.
Oh, I meant the friend is going to use the legendary resistance.
Oh yeah.
The tentacles take half damage. They rolled a nat 20. The little ones, anyway.
Alright.
I assume it's half damage. I didn't see the spell description.
Oh yeah, it's half damage. And then whenever they end their turn inside the wall, they are going to... creature takes the same... I'm going to throw this spell text into the chat. A creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn, or ends its turn there, so I think that means that it doesn't have to save, it just takes the same damage as before again.
Sorry, the wall of fire is not letting me access the tokens. And does it stay up?
Yeah, it's a concentration spell, so it stays up as long as she's got her focus on it.
There we go. I said 27 points of damage.
So on a fail, which this, on a pass, which this was, so it's 29, 34 points on a fail, so 17 on a pass.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
Bonus action, burn a couple of sorcery points, and cast a quickened firebolt at the creature.
Okay.
That is not going to hit.
Yeah, no.
Surprisingly hard to aim at moving tentacles.
Yeah, they're just a little wiggly.
Yeah. Okay, so that's your turn.
Wonderful. Grim. At the end of Eliana's turn,
Uh-oh.
you hear in your head a voice. You know me. Stop this nonsense.
Is there any mechanical anything
No,
on that, or
just,
just voice? Okay.
Just the voice.
Okay. Grim is behind, like, is behind the, like, back behind the wall, like ducks back behind the wall, and just like puts their back to it and whimpers a little bit.
Alrighty.
Does not respond.
Say's gonna stand up. And it's gonna take half her fucking movement. She is going to use her first attack on this damn cultist. And murder death it with her sword.
Excellent form.
And then she's going to spend a superiority die. And try to use a disarming attack on the tentacle creature to make it drop cure.
That'd be hilarious fun.
Alright, and that's a hit. Plus this and this.
Does it auto drop or does it need to make a save?
Oh, it needs to make a save. Yep. And it doesn't succeed because it's not going to use its it decides not to use its legendary resistance on holding on to you.
Excellent shot! Sorry, I pictured it just like waving her through the air while she was grappled.
And she's going to use her bonus action to reload. And that's her turn. Erebus, you're up.
Okay. So Erebus is going to not totally give up the cover, especially since the wall of fire is blocking some of these further enemies. But she is going to hug this a little bit and move so she can take a shot. She's also going to fire at the creature. And take a couple shots with the moon bow.
Okay.
That's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Okay, 13 piercing damage, and then the second attack, 25 to hit.
25 also hits.
Excellent, 14 piercing damage for a total of 27 piercing damage. And then for her bonus action, she is going to command Sable to use the Drake's Breath. So Sable's going to move here. Although we don't want to hit Bosun.
Erebus, that first attack should have had advantage because of the help action. You would have been the first back.
Oh!
Wait, no, actually, well, it would have been Eliana's, but I didn't think about it until her turn was over, so.
Okay.
So
should I roll it again to see if it crits?
Nope.
Okay. No worries. So if Sable is here, does a 30-foot cone catch the creature and miss Bosun and Cure?
Sure.
Okay. Cool. So that is A. Let me just drop that into the chat. So they have to make a dex save. The DC is 16. It's 8d6 on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. Let me go ahead and roll that.
Bax is outside. Can you grab him?
Wow. 28 fire damage, because that's Sable's current Draconic Essence.
What's your spell save DC? Sorry, was dealing with puppies.
16. Yeah, no, you're good. 16. Dex save.
Alright, the creature is going to hold on and use it and keep its last legendary resistance and take the damage.
Okay. I love that. Okay, and then...
The tentacles fail.
Go ahead.
Oh, I said the tentacles fail.
Yes! We love that. Okay. Excellent. So 28 damage for everybody. 28 fire damage. Pew, pew, pew. And then if Sable moves back to be next to me, does he take an opportunity attack?
Yeah, he's within range.
Awesome. He's gonna not do that then. But he can take, he can dodge as a reaction, I think, so that's fine. No. Yes, he can take the dodge action. Okay. Alright. That is Erebus and Sable. Much damage.
Sounds good. Corinne, you're up.
Real quick question. This thing right here, is this a pillar that
Yeah, it's a statue that will definitely give you some cover.
Delightful. I would like to move behind this guy and take a bonus action to hide, and then attack this big, gigantic tentacle friend.
Okay.
So the stealth check is a 26, and then we will do this short bow style. It's a nat 20 with advantage.
Nice.
So that, math is hard. Why? 30, if I move that to 48, 60, 65 damage on the creature. And then, real quick, because I was over, oh god, where was I? I was like, here. How much movement was that? It was 20 feet, so then we'll use our last 10 feet of movement to back up. And that is my turn.
It's pissed.
Can I add
don't
Sable's
say.
reaction for the infused strike for an extra d6 of fire damage on that?
Okay.
Cool.
Does that get doubled with the crit as
No.
well?
No.
Okay.
That's still 6 fire damage.
Alrighty. So at the end of your turn,
Yeah.
it's big mad. It's
Why? Why would it be mad?
Why would it be mad?
Why would it be mad?
It's gonna try and hit you with the tentacle.
Okay. That's very far away.
It has a reach of 30 feet.
Oh, of course it does. Of course it does.
Okay, so that's a... Math is hard. Oh, It's an 8 again. So 25 to hit.
Oh, okay, yes, that hits.
So 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Great, I'm gonna uncanny dodge that with my reaction to have it.
Okay.
So that makes it 8, is that right?
Yes.
You said 16, okay.
And you are currently grappled.
Cool. Oh, wait a second, hold on. I might have a thing. Let me double check what sheet is it on. Okay, no. Never mind. It's not magic. It's fine. Continue.
Okay. Cure, you're up.
Have those two cultists in back done anything yet?
No.
Good. Alright, I need to check movement with you. Tell me if this pathing looks okay.
Yeah, looks fine to me.
Alright, so 30 feet would get me right over there.
Okay.
Just wanted to avoid plunging myself through the fire.
The fire and the tentacles.
Tentacle, if I go through the tentacles, I can just keep cutting my way through. Fire, I don't really have anything to do about. So,
Yeah, if you were to end your turn, like in this line, then you would get thwopped by the fire. So you're fine right now.
sweet. Okay, this is an action. As I advance, I am going to start reciting a prayer in Celestial, and I am going to summon the spirits of past talons to aid me in battle, and I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians, aka my favorite spell in Baldur's Gate 3.
Ooh, is that right? 30...
That does not seem
15
right.
feet.
Yeah.
15 feet, yeah. There we go. That's much better.
Yeah, that seems correct, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So they need to make saves?
I believe it's on their turn. When it enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Sounds good.
And that's wisdom save. All right, cool. Yep. That's me.
Perfect. It's Friend's turn. I think it gets some damage from starting in the wall of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the end of its turn, it will take 17 points of fire damage.
Okay. Alright, so in the meantime...
Because it has the opportunity to leave, but I don't think it can, hopefully. Knock on wood.
Not yet. As you see, it's starting to... Another tentacle frees itself from the hole. Cool. So, it's gonna start its turn by flinging Corinne.
Oh, good.
At least you're not grappled anymore.
Pros and cons.
Good news, bad news. That's a long fling.
Just away.
Bye-bye.
Just go away.
Jesus.
and it's gonna do
Yeets her
damage.
to the corner of the map.
It does. Yeet is exactly the word.
Wow.
So it's gonna be 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
But you're not grappled anymore.
Pros and cons.
For its next turn, it seems frustrated. You are getting a very frustrated vibe from it, Grim.
Yeah.
It is specifically angry at you, but it can't find you.
Interesting. Well, that's useful in informing the things that they were considering.
So instead, I need Cure.
Hello?
Can you make me a Wisdom saving throw?
I would be happy to. Once my sheet reloads, because I was stupid and closed it for some reason.
Oh, one of those is so much better than the other.
It is. I don't know why my base rolls are just so damn low tonight.
I've had a very hard day. Or very hard 3 days.
So it's the 15, right?
Yeah. Cure's got a lot going on in her mind right now.
You know what? No, you don't. Actually, your mind is blissfully empty. There is only the voice.
Oh no.
So you're dominated currently.
Oh shit.
And you know what you really want to do is just bring Grim to your friend. That's all you want to do. Like, you don't need to attack anyone else. You don't need to do anything else. It's been a long day. All you have to do is just to be serenely happy, is to bring Grim to the friend.
I think I know how to end this fight.
And that's your turn.
That's its turn.
Yeah, that's its turn, rather. Sorry.
And now it takes its 17 points of damage.
Sure does. Cultist turn. If they're not your enemy, do they still take damage, Cure?
Yeah, no, I don't believe so.
So it does say when you cast the spell, you designate the number
True.
of creatures to be unaffected by it. So that happens at the casting.
So they were your enemy a minute ago. So
Yes.
when you cast it. So actually that might work in your favor. And let's see, damage.
If they fail the save, it's 3d8 radiant. Half as much on a successful save.
It makes it save, so.
Okay, let's see here. Seven radiant.
You almost feel a little sad as you hit your ally. But
Oh.
they're doing their work and you should get to yours.
Question, did the tentacle friends also get hit by that? Oh, it's not their turn. Never
Not their-
mind.
yeah.
Disregard.
Uh, feature. Technically, I can drop concentration at any moment, right?
Oh no.
Yeah, technically you can.
Yeah, I suppose I wouldn't want to hurt my friends now, would I? Yeah, let's let the spirit of Talons rest for a while.
That makes sense. It's only right.
I shouldn't have disturbed their slumber.
As the cultists move towards the blue orb,
Oh, go ahead.
Bosun, you're up. Bosun's instructions are to bring Grim to the friend as well.
So Bosun does. I have to remember which familiar I was playing. Bosun is significantly less murderous than the other game familiar. Bosun doesn't like seeing Corinne yeeted though. And I think is going to not do a lot because he really can't. So Bosun is just going to squeak an outrage, is going to become invisible, and then we'll return to Grim for further discussion. They did that in one move, so they have enough movement to get back. So invisible Bosun is back at Grim's side. That's Bosun's turn, unless he gets an opportunity attack as he departs the friend.
I mean, the friend just does not choose to attack Bosun. No.
Okay. That's Bosun's turn.
All right. Tentacles. They're gonna get bigger.
Oh, good.
But they don't affect Cure because Cure is friend.
Oh, they're so big. You can see the teeth so much better now.
So they are holding until something aggressive comes towards them.
Please take your 17 points of damage, tentacles.
They don't hold an action because they are dead.
Cool.
All right, Grim, you're up.
All right. Grim is hearing from Bosun, is hearing and feeling the creature. Is going to slowly, visibly, reluctantly, is going to step out from behind that's 20 feet from the gate, move up next to the cover. Can they have Bosun in their elbow? Can they carry him?
Sure.
And just we'll walk that far forward and then stop. And I think they're not entire, I don't think they're saying anything out loud. I think they're just, I don't know if it's consciously awakened mind or if they just if they need to use awakened mind to communicate, they will.
They don't. Not with this creature. It's a telepathic bond.
I think they just say, "Stop! Stop! I'm right here." What do you want from me? And that's Grimm's turn. They have nothing mechanical to put behind it. They are just asking it to stop and offering to chat in
Okay.
exchange.
There you are. Dismantle the dome, please. My thralls cannot do it by themselves.
You're clipping a little bit. Dismantle the dome, and then what was that?
Dismantle the dome, please. My thralls cannot do it by themselves.
I can't do that. I don't know how. Does it feel real angry at that? Or what am I getting back?
You feel a frustration and a push to, like, go try.
I can try. I need you to let the others go first, though. I won't be able to focus with them here.
As you wish.
And it's just without look like I don't think they can look away from it. Like they'll just allowed. You all should go.
Kior, you feel the grasp on your mind end.
What was that? What? Oh, you son of a bitch.
Jim's gonna let go of. Are we still in initiative?
I'm going to say we are not in initiative at the moment. Initiative is paused currently.
Okay. Grim would like to let go of Bosun, who will move to Karen and start pulling at her sleeve. Invisibly.
Without taking her eyes off anything that's still moving, Erebus will glance toward Grim. I'm sorry, what did you just say?
You should go. You should all go.
Why?
Oh no, it has Grim!
Because I don't want you to die.
Does the creature look like it's fucked up in any way? Like, have any of these attacks been doing anything?
Yeah, it's been taking damage.
Okay.
Right, Grim, with all due respect, the Zandal, I will put a bullet in your skull before I let you release this thing. Then I'll revive you and we can talk about it later. And say we'll lift her gun and point it at you.
How far away is she? Might be a little bit out of range.
I mean, I don't want to endorse, say, shooting you, but I do also have the capability of reviving you if we have to, so...
Grim is going to walk forward around the cover to get close enough to say, to drop into Awakened Mind. I didn't say what I was going to do next. I just said you should go. And is watching the creature out of the corner of her eyes to see.
Can Grim make an intelligence check on that?
Yeah, no, they kind of expect that that can hear them. 9. They just don't know what else to do.
I can hear your thoughts, the creature just says, tired.
I don't know what I'm going to do next. They say it only as a creature. And they really don't. Like, they don't want to release it, but also they don't really know what their options are. Their main thought at the moment is just that they need their pets to be safe. Corinne in particular, but also everyone.
Corinne stands up and takes like 2 steps forward, but does not actually move beyond that. And then turns to address the creature.
Bosun is hanging off her sleeve now.
She has no idea if this is going to work. But she is leveraging panache.
Yes.
Look, this whole thing is trash. What do you even want with this place anyway? There's nothing for you here. What do you want those who serve you to be so half-hearted about it? So inept, gesturing at the ones by the orb. Just go take a nap. Find a different one.
Okay. Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay. It's a 20.
You just get one word echoed back in your mind. Consume.
Oh, great.
Oh,
So yeah, I'm absolutely not leaving now. Whoops. Oh, wrong button.
Oh, oh, Grim, you are so dumb. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Corinne over the rest of the group. If it has interest in consuming, I'd rather die here fighting it than let it...
Consume? I agree.
Yeah. That seems...
Yeah, in what world are we going to be safe if we leave? Absolutely not.
Grim is gonna look straight at Say, and then would like to chuck the very spooky dagger at the orb.
Alright. Roll an attack.
What's the throwing distance of a dagger? I might be at disadvantage here. Oh shit! I'm still in darkness though. That doesn't make a difference for my roll. Let's see. What's the range? I assume the dagger doesn't have the orb doesn't have blind sight. 2060. So this is a disadvantage. Oh heaven.
That's okay. You're still gonna crit on something. Say
Good.
because Say is going to use her reaction to straight up take that damage, rather than let you injure this orb. As I think we're gonna enter initiative again, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm shocked
So-
to hear this. Absolutely shocked.
Say jumps into the path.
Yeah, she just goes straight up, like she's just secret servicing this fucking orb, and she is gonna take. So it's a crit because she's willingly taking the damage. There's some experimental rules, but
That's fun.
so whatever the
That
crit
makes
would be for that dagger.
Sense.
That makes sense too, because in their it's just a +1 dagger. So 4, 6 plus the roll would be 11 plus 1, so 12 points.
Okay.
So that makes sense too, because she wouldn't actually have seen them looking at her and be able to read their expression. They forgot. But they're now in dim light and just look stricken.
She will pull the dagger out of her chest, toss it to the ground, and shake her head. And Eliana, you're up.
Oh, so while we've been in conversation, has the wall of fire continued to damage the creature, or no?
I'm gonna say everything paused for that fight.
Sounds
Or for that
good.
conversation. We are picking up initiative now.
Great. So, time to fireball the creature. I'm going to use a level 4. And I think at this point, this time she's just gonna throw it into the center so that it hits. Actually, we need to angle it so it doesn't hit Grim. But yeah, it's
I mean, you
huge.
could hit Graham.
We'd rather not. All right. Oh, there's a 1 in there. 31, 35, 40 points of damage on a fail.
And 20 on a success?
Yep.
Alrighty.
All right. And then bonus action, going to inspire Grim. She's just kind of gonna yell to them, "We're with you. We're all with you."
They're still just here, yelling at, like staring at Say, looking devastated.
They do have their
They-
D6 inspiration die for when they would like it.
Yeah, they can hear. They're not responding at this moment, but I am marking it on their sheet.
And I think I think she wants some visibility on the field, so she's gonna stay where she is. Which may or may not be a good idea. We will see.
Okay. Say's turn. She's gonna put 2 bullets into that fucking tentacle creature. Yeah. Whew. Just barely hits on both. As you see her pistol go off sharply twice, ringing through the somewhat quiet city of the dead. Just taking chunks of flesh off the tentacle creature. She's also going to pull her her short sword that looks vaguely like it's made out of tooth or bone and just embed it into the cultist beside her with her offhand attack. Which she gets advantage on because she's a swashbuckler.
No.
Corinne, I feel like you would know this. Can you add sneak attack damage to your offhand attack?
So it's as long as you haven't already used sneak attack. You can only use sneak attack once per turn. So if it's already been used, then it can't be used again. But if it has not
she
been
hasn't used it,
then
so there we go.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's gross. So Say, looking thoroughly done with this, just straight up drops. She rolled a nat 20, plus sneak attack. So she just right at the base of the skull into this thrall's neck. So that's her turn. Erebus, you're up.
Okay. So you said this thing's reach is 30 feet.
Yes.
Erebus would like to move here, which should still be within that, but will allow her to take a shot at this thrall that's still alive.
You sure can.
Okay, cool. We're gonna do that. Moonbow time. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
12 piercing. And then I guess we're gonna go again. 15 to hit?
15 hits.
Yes, 13 piercing. So then a total of 25 piercing damage to that guy.
Alright.
And I'm going to use Sable's reaction at this time to add, the 1d6 fire damage. Hold, please. So additional 2 fire damage.
Just enough. You drop this thrall.
What is up? All right, excellent. So then, then for her bonus action, she is going to command Sable to bite the tentacles.
Okay.
Okay, so, and then Sable, all right. So that is a +3 plus proficiency bonus to hit. So whatever this is, +6. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Excellent. How much damage is you? 1d6 plus proficiency. So I have too many windows. I apologize. Okay. That is going to be 7 piercing damage on the tentacle. On the friend, but like the nearest tentacle that he can reach.
Yeah, on the friend. There is only the friend left.
There is only friend. Still in play. Oh, I hate that. Anyway. And then if Sable comes to stand next to me, he's also still within reach, so won't take an opportunity attack.
Correct.
Alright, cool. That is Erebus and Sable.
Corinne, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna move up behind this column. I'm gonna hide. Or attempt to hide. We'll see. 31. That seems reasonable.
You're hidden.
Wilson will release your sleeve so as to not impede your stealthing or attacking.
Thank you, Bosun. And then we will shoot this mean, nasty friend. With a 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits.
Okay. So then it takes 28 piercing damage. And then it's action, bonus action, and then we'll move another 15 feet back to where we were. And that is my turn.
Okay. Kior, you're up.
Okay, I am going to slide my shield off of my arm so I can grip my sword in two hands. And I am going to light it up with celestial fire as I use my bonus action to cast Branding Smite. That'll apply if it hits, apparently. I was trying to share it, but it's all right. This thing can get into creatures' minds and make them act against their will. If we kill it, Grim will be fine. And then I'm going to just hack into it. So two-handed and a bunch of stuff on it. A 10 to hit?
That's
Oh.
a miss.
How? All right, second attack. How?
Oh my god. You were desperately trying to catch some tentacles and it did not work.
I had to
Holy
toss
shit.
some extra rolls in there just to see if roll 20 was even working. They're just swinging wildly, and all the tentacles just keep sweeping out of her reach.
Kior's doing her
She's
best.
God damn that! Yeah, no, I'm done. End turn.
That was so gonna be so beautiful.
She's just flailing wildly at this thing now.
Who among us?
All right, so yeah, it's three that it can see, so it'll be Say, Erebus, and Corinne. Because it's not a great judge of character, all need to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh boy, another thing I'm proficient in. I love this for me.
Oh, I'm gonna.
She said, okay, cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn that. I'm gonna burn my last luck point to re-roll that. 16.
20 for Erebus.
Is it grappling or attacking?
It's lightning striking from the sky.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, I thought I had a thing.
No worries.
Oh, I forgot I had evasion. That was stupid. It's fine.
You can still use
resolved
evasion
yet?
for half damage, yeah.
Yeah, no, I meant like.
Earlier.
Yeah, well, no, like just now. Like I probably should have just let the luck point sit, but it's fine.
Alright, so. Pretty sure everyone's taking half damage with evasion and such. So 22 points of lightning damage, half to 11. So.
Now, but doing okay.
Yeah. Bosun's turn.
Bosun mad. Bosun doesn't think this is a friend anymore. Bosun's gonna.
Bosun knows this is the friend that gave them to Grim.
Yeah. But the one thing we know about Bosun is he likes Grim better than Grim.
That's fair.
like he likes Grim very much, to be clear, but also he's a very small bird. He's just gonna fly in, and he's not attacking, but he's just flapping and impeding and begging the creature to stop hurting his friends.
Fair enough.
So this is just a help action again.
Okay.
That's Bosun's turn. Let me double check invisibility. I think he becomes invisible probably when he does anything, including an action. Or is it only when he attacks? Let's find out. It ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell, so he is still invisible because he's not attacking. He's helping. That's Bosun's turn.
Real quick, did the creature
Well,
take
does that
17 points
mean-
of fire damage?
Yes, I forgot the 17 points of fire damage.
Sure did. All right. How many rounds does that last, by the way?
It lasts 1 minute, so 10 rounds.
Okay. Grim, you're up.
All right. How if I'm looking down into this inky portal that I'm standing at more or less the edge of, Grim hadn't realized they'd gotten quite that close to it, but there they are. How much of is there like is center mass still below? Is there anything of the creature still in the portal, or is it mostly above now?
It's mostly above now.
Okay. This thing behind me
Is a collapsed tomb that got smashed.
Oh, it's collapsed. That's disappointing. Grim has nothing but bad ideas today. The statues are they're still upright.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I try to run over here and scramble on top of that statue?
Okay.
And Grim would like to cast Eldritch Blast into center mass, trying to angle down as much as they can so that the repelling blast will, if it hits, push it back into the portal a bit, is their goal.
Okay.
So first one with advantage because of Bosun. 24. 15 and 13.
Okay. So as you attempt to cast Eldritch Blast, the creature just growls in frustration. Do you think you can use the gifts I gave you against me?
I was certainly hoping to try.
Anything else for your turn?
I am scanning my things. Grim's expression is blind panic. So it was as the action expended?
The action is expended.
Okay.
Nothing seems to have come from trying to attack.
Okay. Oh, I have something, but I think it would be an action. So, that's my turn.
Okay. Eliana, you're up.
There's my... Alright. Cool.
It's like perch precariously on a statue.
Let's fireball it again, shall we?
Hilariously, I used this exact same technique during a boss fight in Baldur's Gate 3.
I mean, when you've got it.
When you got it. Just nuke it 18 times.
Yep. Yep, when it is the best spell that you've got. Also, she rolled high. That one turns into a 2, so that is 33 points on a fail. Probably less because it's probably gonna pass.
I got a nat 20.
Yep. Alright, and then bonus action, going to burn those 2 sorcery points and go for a Go for a quickened firebolt on the bonus.
Okay.
12.
No.
Would that crit had hit, but alas. Unless Bosun is helping.
That fireball was centered on the creature, right?
Yep.
Bosun is gone.
Oh. Oh shit.
He was invisible. You wouldn't have known he was there.
Great. Cool. Okay. Yep. Great. Today I am that asshole who killed Bosun. Okay, so that's the end of the turn.
Alrighty. Say is gonna cast Bullet a bunch of times. She's gonna spend her action surge. So here's how this plays out. She shoots it twice. Her gun jams. She tosses it aside, pulls out another gun, and shoots it, and that gun jams, and she tosses it aside, and pulling out before pulling out her sniper rifle. She at least hit twice.
Or say.
And apparently brought extra guns for contingencies.
She has
So
3
that's
guns.
I love her.
Actually, she
Sure
would
can relate with her weapons failing you.
Oh my goodness. So just rolling all the damage together really quick. Like she's like you guys are taking chunks out of it, and she took chunks out of it, but she's gonna stow her rifle and pull out a dagger. She is now going traditional fighter and has a sword and a dagger. Erebus, you're up.
Alright, we're gonna do the same thing again, except that we are no longer trying to be stealthy, so I am going to cast Hunter's Mark and end Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
So gonna cast Hunter's Mark before I shoot. Okay. That's gonna be that. So, friend is now marked as my target. Alright. Moonbow time. 16?
16 misses, unfortunately.
That's fine. We'll just shoot it again. Ah, that's also gonna miss. Dang it. Okay.
Everyone's a bit shaken.
It's been a time. It's like, yeah, we didn't expect that we were gonna do this today. What a day indeed. Okay, so then, but she is gonna use her bonus action to get Sable to bite it again.
Casting Hunter's Mark was a bonus action.
Oh, that's correct. Never mind. Sable can only dodge. Okay, no problem. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. Okay. But Hunter's Mark will still be there for next turn, so that's fine. And, that's us, I guess.
Alrighty. Corinne, you're up.
Alright, we're gonna try and save this dumb warlock from himself. And we're gonna use move and bonus action dash to get in between them and the creature. And then we are casting Booming Blade as our action. Does a 22 hit?
It sure does.
Great. It takes 39 damage, 2 of which is thunder.
Infused Strike, also, for an additional 6 fire damage.
Corinne, how do you want to do this?
So she's under the half hit point mark. Comes running, like, she's just like, bad decisions are just happening all over the place. Like, this will not stand. So she comes up between Grim and the creature and is just like, I told you, go take a nap. And then stabs it.
That creature, even though it doesn't breathe, doesn't speak, you all hear it echo in in your heads. How dare you? As it falls back, collapsing in on itself, portal and all. Sucking the fire with it, because I accidentally deleted the fire.
Oleana drops the fire because there is nothing left for it to burn. And she heads on in.
Grim is like
Toward Grim.
huddled atop, like standing on the statue's shoulders with like one arm around its neck. They have the immovable rod in their other hand, and they're just staring, like full on blue screen, like just sort of staring into the space where the creature in the portal was at this disconcertingly pretty bird-themed monument. They don't look like they're really seeing it.
Erebus is going to go over to Say and upcast Cure Wounds.
I would like to search some bodies.
Yeah.
Neliana will say to Grim, you can come down now. He got it. He's got me.
That is healing save for 18 plus for 22 hit points.
Appreciated, but I've been worse off after a fight. Thank you.
We're not gonna compare. You took a lot of hits and you did a great job, so consider this my gift to you.
Appreciate it.
And then I'm also gonna go to Kior and do a second level Cure Wounds. That'll be the end of those.
While she approaches me, I'm investigating the shrine in the center to see if I can sense any forms of corruption lingering.
17 HP for Cure.
Oh, much appreciated.
Yeah, of course.
Grim lets go of the immovable rod, but doesn't otherwise move. So it just falls to the ground.
Oleana picks it up. We're here with you.
Oh, I'm going to use Divine Sense just to make sure everything is dead and gone.
That's probably a good instinct. Grim nods, but doesn't look.
Having healed Cure and Say a little bit, Erebus is also going to go over and join friends. Yeah, great.
So can you post the description for Divine Sense so I know exactly what it senses?
Definitely doesn't sense aberrations.
Oh, well, everything's fine. There's some celestial magic coming from the orb, actually.
Cure lets out a sigh of relief.
There was also some body searching going on amid this flurry of
There
activity.
is.
Yep.
On one of the cultists, you find a diamond worth 5,000 gold pieces.
Holy sh!
Oh.
A little burnt, a little smudged. Nothing a nice polishing cloth can't take care of.
Kern kind of looks back at the contingency of spellcasters. What does one use big expensive diamonds for? Like we have diamonds, but like the big expensive ones.
Big expensive
Yeah.
spells?
Sorry.
No, I'm
Expensive
pretty
rituals?
I'm pretty sure Eliana, Cure, and Say just gave the exact same non-useful answer in unison.
Yeah, I think Eliana's answer was going to be, but that's a lot bigger than the ones that we use.
I know, which is why I asked.
Fair check for this.
Is that for summoning?
You can roll an Arcana check if you'd like.
Okay.
What? 23.
Erebus did not do as well.
Erebus,
That's fine.
yeah, big expensive spells require big expensive diamonds.
Awesome.
Eliana, the gate spell requires a diamond worth that much. And that seems to match up.
Oh, that's what you do in order to create a portal to a different plane of existence.
Well, that makes an embarrassing amount of sense.
So you use that to summon creatures like that one.
Well, I'm just going to tuck this one away and puts it in her satchel. So now there's another diamond in there. Anything else on the bodies of the cultists as Corinne is making her way around?
No, other than that, they've got some shitty knives.
Yeah. Kind of like kicks them aside.
I feel like they're fine knives, like they're fine, but Corinne would not feel like they are good enough to be worth bending over to pick up.
No,
Like,
absolutely not.
It's like when
out.
you see a penny on the ground, you're like, yeah, is it worth the backache though?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, that's the ground is dirty.
I could pop my knees when standing back up, but I'm just good on that, so nah.
Yeah, I don't have my gloves on right now, so I don't really want to touch it.
I would note that not far from where Corinne was standing just before you moved her there, the very spooky dagger is on the ground.
Oh, she will pick up the very spooky dagger.
And it's safe to assume Say picked up her guns once combat was over.
That's
No guns left.
extreme.
Not that Corinne wants them.
No, those would also get a much more ginger nudge with the foot. And then she will regroup. So I'm going to suggest that we return to the entrance, provide a report that all is addressed, leave the orb as it is for now until someone can come in here and do a thorough examination of whatever was happening here. And once that has been satisfactorily determined, then we can decide what to do about the bowl.
Yes, that sounds good to me.
Then let's go get Alina and Uriel.
If there are any other cultists lingering here, they may try to come back and do something about this orb or their ritual or whatnot. Perhaps it might be best if I linger to keep a watch until you bring word.
All right, I tried. Corinne heads to the gate.
DM, am I, as I am semi-catatonic atop this statue, do I hear or feel anything lingering?
No.
I have no mechanical reason that I might, but one never knows.
You feel a distressing absence, to be honest.
Okay. That's fine.
That feeling of sleeping alone in bed after you've been sharing it for a long time, that's the vibe.
That's perhaps a little too on point at this moment in time, Bergrim. Given events of the evening. Yeah. Okay, they stay put. No, I think they start to very slowly climb down.
I offer them a hand for the climb.
They don't take it.
I do not take it personally.
Yeah. They still sort of. Grim is not all together here. But we'll shuffle along behind.
Say will... oh, go ahead.
Yor, how many hit points do you have right now?
I have 92, so I'm still pretty good, and I've got some of my own healing I can draw on.
Okay. Then Erebus is just gonna say, be safe, okay?
Of course. You as well. All of you.
All right. Yeah. We'll be back.
Yeah, Say is going to approach Cure. Right, I know better than to try and convince you not to do this. This is called a grenade. Alistair invented it. Pull the pin, throw the grenade. Pull the pin, throw the grenade. Repeat
What
it back.
does it do?
It explodes in a lot of fire and smoke.
Well, that sounds delightful. Thank you.
Pull the pin, throw the grenade. Do not do the opposite. You will blow off your hands.
Oh, that would be awkward. I promise I will not blow off my hand. And what will you promise me in return?
After I am done working, Alina and I will get drunk and have a conversation.
I eye her. When are you ever not walking?
Once I send relief for you. The password will be Bauble-Schnoggins.
That is far more... What? Well, there won't be anyone guessing that password. Take care, everyone. Swift travels.
I'll see you on the other side. We'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, and Erebus will take her dragons and follow the group.
Yeah?
This way.
Preferably sooner rather than later.
Oh yeah, no, we're not gonna not do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, leaving the head of the Talons to protect the protector of the City of the Dead. You all head back into the City of the Dead to retrieve Uriel and Alina.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
And this time when we get to the door, we're going to cast message to alert.
Alert the people inside.
Yes. traps ahead in Thieves' Cave.
Yep. Yep. Corinne will undo the tripwire as well.
All right. After sufficient warning, you open the door. It looks like Alina had dozed off, but Uriel stands guard. Well, sits guard.
Yeah, makes sense.
He's gonna stand up and kind of straighten himself up, help Alina up. Right, I'm happy to see you all. Where's Auntie?
Happy to see you too. She's staying behind to keep guard. We got the creature, but there is an orb that we think is keeping it from escaping out beyond the city of the dead. I'm a little bit confused right now, honestly.
There is all sorts of ancient magic in this fucking place. Alina just waves it off like this is normal. These things happen.
Right, so the thought process essentially is Kyo's keeping watch. He's fine. Everyone gets back out. We provide a report of the fact that we sealed... Well, we didn't really seal anything. We did find material components for something that opens a gate between planes. It was a gigantic tentacle monster. It was horrifying.
That's
It's
new.
It's addressed for now. I'm not convinced we've seen the last of it, but we should get someone out there to take a look, to do a thorough sweep and make sure that there's nothing left behind. Someone who has that sort of skill. But everyone out first.
Right. We probably shouldn't send in the same people. So we should send, I don't know. You know what? I don't have a smart ass comment for this. Let's go.
No, send someone in who knows analytical magic, who can do assessments of any sort of ritual remnants or residual whatnot. Send in a fucking wizard.
I really only know the one, but okay.
I'm assuming a wizard. Wizards are the smart ones, apparently.
Right. Let's get out of this place and get some relief for my mother before she does something stupid. Got another Taldori out there to do something stupid.
Yes.
Well, the reassuring thing is that she can't get in here to do the stupid thing in here due to Magic Bowl, so I don't know.
Let's start by reassuring her that you are alive.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Shall we go?
Yeah, let's do it. Alina, do you need help?
No, I'm fine.
Are you fine, or is that Taldore fine, or normal people fine?
She lets out a little scoff noise, and you see Say roll her eyes and, like, tuck herself underneath. It's Taldore, fine. Come on.
That's what I thought. The laugh is Marina, not Erebus. To be clear, Erebus is all business. Anyway.
And what
yeah.
And what are we calling this with the hole in your chest? Was this Taldore fine as well? Say goes, I'm a gunslinger, I can take it. Let's go.
Erebus shakes her head, visibly hating all of this, but flanks in on Alina's other side.
And we head to the exit.
All right. Rob, are you going to make me do Alistair?
Ooh.
What? Oh no! What? Oh goodness. I can speak up. Sure.
I mean,
What is needed of
since
me?
you're here.
I feel like that exact reaction is
Yeah.
Alistair's reaction when everyone like starts knocking on the shield.
Yeah, Alistair has a doohickey. A doohickey and the head of the Harpers has been sitting in the same room as him, just waiting for something. For a knock on the side of the goddamn wall of force.
Okay.
And you hear a knock.
Sure. Well, hearing a knock is not the sound of a zombie, right? So he'll get up, and it's a wall of force, so it's see-through, right?
It's like a little fuzzy. It's like that frosted glass shit that you put on the windows in your bathroom.
Sure, yeah. So he'll get up, ending what is likely to be a very lengthy conversation with the head of the Harpers, likely talking their ear off. Meander over toward the foggy shapes, and I'm assuming he can just dismiss the...
Yeah, you got a gadget. It disrupts the wall of force.
Oh, right, I think they're alive. Yeah, they look pretty, to, like, lift a hand and, like, gesture for them to follow the movements to prove they're not dead.
What the fuck?
Say will follow the movements. She knows the deal.
Alright, yeah, not dead. And he'll disable it.
I assume everyone comes trudging through.
Yup.
Welcome back, welcome back. Oh, some of you are quite bloody. Are we still bleeding, or has that stemmed?
I'll be fine.
Okay, fine it is.
Just a little bit. It's fine, Alistair. Thank you.
Oh, you're quite welcome. How did things go?
You're short one. What are you short one?
She stayed back to... So, all right. So we found a portal that had been opened by some cultists of the tentacly ones, of the sea creature. I don't know what the fuck. They were releasing said creature. We fought it back. Cure is staying there to ensure that nothing goes sideways from there until she gets relief. Someone should go take a look to make sure that the site's been thoroughly, I don't know, cleansed, whatever it is that you need, I don't know. Just to make sure that it can't happen again. We found material components for a gate, knocking gate sort of thing between planes, and it was a whole thing. But it's closed now.
Right, okay, so, I heard and understood some of that. Alistair, if you would be so kind as to... Mr. Fields, if you would be so kind as to open the portal thing, whatever, door situation, I will be going in there, please.
Right, consider it done.
I need to stipulate that Grim just keeps walking.
I mean, that's fair. While Corinne is talking, Erebus is going to sneak over to her and use her last 3rd level spell to upcast Cure Wounds on Corinne. She was too far away before, but not anymore. That is 21 hit points back for you.
Ooh. That's nice. That puts me at 57.
All right, now we have a single first level spell just for emergencies.
Ms. Kyrell, if you'd be so kind as to make sure that Roland gets that letter right there on the table, I will see you all when we can both come back.
Be safe in there, really, okay?
Of course, not a paladin.
You're a Taldore, though. Like, you seem to have a lot of good sense about self-preservation, but, just in case.
She will give you a wave and head in, where you all have slept.
Thank you, Eliana says a little weakly.
Right, should we go to the court? Where's Grim going? Grim?
You go to the court. I'll meet you there. And Corinne's gonna go
Okay.
follow Grim.
Okay. Yeah, Erebus will walk with the others to the court.
Eliana looks between the two for a bit, and then she also goes to the court.
Okay. Uriel will go to the court. Say picks up the letter, puts it into a pocket in her long coat. Right, I'll meet you at... And Alina goes, no, I'll go with you. You can deliver the letter and we can have a talk on the way. And Say just nods.
Yay.
Right, we'll talk on the way. So they, limp a little bit in their own direction as well.
Oh.
Aw.
Okay, as everyone kind of goes to their separate corners, is there anything people would like to put on screen, or would people like to save it for side chats?
I would love to get like a 5-minute break real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Let's do a
And-
5-minute
that'd be
break.
great.
Yeah.
Gather some thoughts. I know where Grim is going, but other than that, we'll see. Thank
All
you, thank
right.
you. That was
Yeah.
that was a fight in the map. That was awesome.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool.
Yeah.
Good work,
Horrifying
everyone.
and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good work, tentacles even.
I think most of us are back, but if you're anything like me, sitting here just feeling kind of overwhelmed by it all.
It's
I'm
so
eating Reese's peanut
much.
butter cups.
Oh, good call.
That sounds wonderful.
I recommend it.
Taco.
Yeah, that was a time.
They're very good. It's my favorite these days.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Love that.
Just catching up on something really quick, and then we can get going.
Sure.
Cool.
Excellent.
What fun guest stars. Both knowledgeable and surprise.
Yes,
And
thank
one
you
by
so
accident,
much.
yes.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so I believe we have Uriel, Eliana, and Erebus heading to the Court of Miracles, and Corinne and Grim heading somewhere. So who wants to go
Somewhere.
first?
Either way is fine by me.
I'm neutral.
Yeah,
Same.
fine. Roll for initiative.
Roll
Do
for
it.
Yeah.
initiative.
Rollies? D20s?
Yeah.
Release.
Oh, just a regular D20 roll.
7.
16.
Erebus.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
I'm not even gonna bother then.
Yeah, I was just gonna have one of you roll, but sure, let's pick up with the Court of Miracles crowd.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, Erebus is just gonna walk with Uriel and Eliana because she's gonna make sure someone gets somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Damn it. Yeah, and also she wants to know if Ramiel got help with that feeble mind spell. So infirmary time, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Eliana will say, like, probably only half to Uriel, but only a little to herself. Let's get you home.
Happy to go, though I'm a little afraid of what my infirmary looks like.
Well, you don't have to look today. You can rest up and look tomorrow if you want to.
I'm sure Michael can handle it for one more night.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that Pants Michael or the other one?
Pants, Michael.
Also, is
the
now a
other...
good time to ask why? Sorry.
So, I think they call him Pants Michael because he keeps an extra pair of pants in the guardhouse.
Oh, that makes sense. That's a way more innocuous explanation than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Alina-
Corinne needed to. Sorry.
Alina teases him endlessly for it.
And Corinne needed to borrow the pants when we had a party interrupted and went into the city of the dead on another rescue mission. We keep doing these things.
Yeah. We sure do. I'm almost afraid to ask what the next party's going to be.
I think it's a black and white ball. By my...
Wait, there's a next party?
I mean, my grandmother always has one. She's trying to get back into society, so... Why are we talking about bowls?
When is it?
I don't remember off the top of my head. The holidays.
Yeah,
Oh, right. Oh, it's the holidays. Oh my goodness.
we're talking about balls because you seems like more often than not when we go to a party, we also need to be ready for a fight.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it would be very dumb to attack a room full of Taldores, but
It would, wouldn't it?
usually the Grand Revel is when the next party will be.
All right. Suppose that will. I have things that are black. I don't have things that are white.
To buy another dress. That's fine. That's a problem for not today.
No, it's easy to focus on the little things right now, you know?
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, Erebus is just gonna peek into the infirmary to see if Romual's there.
Okay. A very stressed out looking Talon looks at you, looks at who has arrived back, and then looks like you can see in real time his life flash before his eyes. As Uriel holds up hand, no, don't panic. They're just not here. That does not mean they are dead. They are just not here. Do not panic. Besides, you still...
Yes, everyone's alive.
Good. Oh, right. I wasn't worried. I wasn't. You were looking for Romual, right?
Yes. Is he okay? Has he been treated yet?
He snuck out.
Of course he did. Well, we have his armor and weapons, so... Any idea where he went?
You're asking me where the sneaky drow went.
No, that's fair. Alright. I guess
Uriel
we're gonna go find where the
laughs.
sneaky drow went.
I know where he is. For what it's worth.
Where is he?
Probably in his... We have some spare rooms for family. I have a spare room for family in my apartment. He is probably there.
Okay, then I'll go with you. Romual. She has a look on her face of, I've known this man for 9 days. Why is this happening to me? But she waves to Michael and says, "It's okay, you're doing great, keep up the good work."
He looks so tired. He just looks... He looks at Uriel and, like, you can see the thought process of, like, yeah, he probably shouldn't be in the infirmary running it, but, like, maybe he could, though.
Michael, no.
Just let me get a few hours of sleep and I'll relieve you.
More than a few hours, please.
I will get several hours of sleep and then I'll come relieve you.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, I guess we all head toward that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The squat room or squat air. It's called the barracks, but other than like the lowest ranks, most everyone has at least a private room, if not a small apartment. Because of Uriel's rank, he has a small apartment, 2 bedrooms, and a sitting room. He just walks in. You notice that the place is probably not locked. He doesn't feel the need to lock it. As you walk in, it is warm and cozy. There's like the furniture doesn't match, but it's all like overstuffed chairs. There's blankets and pillows everywhere. Most of them appear to be hand stitched by skilled hands, but maybe not of like the best quality. Like these seem like they were gifts to him. There's an entire wall that just appears to be knickknacks of and like we're talking knickknacks. We're talking like a cool rock, like a geode. Like there's like a Precious Moments doll. Like there's like there's a set of porcelain roosters, rooster and a hen. Like they don't make a damn lick of sense. It's just a wall of knickknacks.
That's adorable. Yeah, Erebus. Erebus looks around the apartment, expression of course this is how Uriel's apartment looks. Smiles and then glances toward Uriel. Which room is it?
That one with the closed door. Any emotions? That one has a door hanging wide open, and one is closed.
Yep, fair enough. Erebus will go up to the closed door and knock on it softly.
Hello? Romuald will... You hear some skittering, and he approaches the door, kind of opens it an inch, and then throws it open. I am so glad to see you.
Oh, I'm glad to see you too. Michael said you ran away from the infirmary.
I was tired of being in there after the last time I spent so much time in there. It's nice to see you too, brother. Fair. Thank you very much. Uriel says as he limps over to his own bedroom. I have your shit.
Your Eliana, the stuff is in the bag of holding, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it time to give it back, or do you need to hold on to it a little bit longer unless you run off against medical advice?
To be fair, that medical advice came from Michael.
I see.
Stay in your fucking room, Romuald, until at least I wake up. Romuald just goes, right, what he said, I suppose.
Well, it's a good thing,
right.
Medical advice is here.
I think I had better hold on to it, then I will be here.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Can I get you anything?
I'm fine. I've been healed. Would you like a cup of tea, perhaps?
Yes. That would be great.
You look a little... Are you alright? Have you been... Do you need healing?
No, no, there's nothing wrong with me that a good night's sleep won't cure. She gives him the lowdown on, the situation.
That's a whole lot. I'll probably be involved with the investigation, but I'll bring more people next time. As he will pour 2 cups of tea for you and him. It smells like chamomile.
This is great. Also, hi, this is, my new draconic companion, Sable.
Right. What is Sable currently? Is he still a little dragon? Or a large dragon?
Erebus would not have. No, Erebus would have thought as soon as they left the City of the Dead to ask him to change into a tabaxi because she's not stupid.
All right,
So he's currently a tabaxi. She's like current.
So it's actually going to be 2 cups of tea and a cup of warm milk because he just assumed that the teenager that was with her is like probably some sort of just like tabaxi can have weird iffy stomachs. I'll just warm milk for the child.
I mean, I'm sure Sable will enjoy that anyway. So after we last talked in person,
hello, fuckface.
That's a thing that Corinne taught him. So he's still learning common. And my friends really enjoy trolling me, as you may have noticed. But yeah, this is Sable. He's my Drake companion. She like gives this smile.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sable. Sable looks around, and he is going to kind of take his cup of warm milk. He is going to start just pulling pillows and blankets off of the various chairs and piling them into a little nest. And is just going to make a little nest for himself and chill out with his warm cup.
Okay. He's done a lot of work today, too.
He's relaxing. Romeo looks amused.
Yeah, so we fought a Yeti this morning. We didn't really know that this was going to happen, but I guess no one really knew that this was going to happen.
You held up very well, things considered.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Fine. A little embarrassed, but fine.
I'll take fine, but a little embarrassed. But you don't need to be embarrassed. Magic does stupid things. Sometimes.
Genuinely hate magic a little bit. I mean, I know spells and smites, and I can heal, but that seemed excessive and unnecessary.
Well, I mean, cults do a lot of things that seem excessive and unnecessary. But the moonbow came in clutch again, helping knock Alina out of that enchantment that was on her.
I'm glad to hear it. How is my cousin? You said she was fine, but how is she?
She's fine. She's worried to Roland and talking things over. And because of some conversations that we weren't supposed to overhear, neither Corinne or Grimm are here to be glared at. So she just kind of looks a little bit consternated. I think that they have the tools to work it out.
Well, that's good. I know Alina has been a bit beside herself.
Yeah, apparently Say has too. I don't know. It's been a long day. A lot of things have happened.
Those seem so unnecessarily dramatic.
Everything has seemed very unnecessarily dramatic. But, at least everyone's safe, and that's all we can ask for now.
At the end of the day, that's all we can pray for, hope for.
Yeah. I think I need to make an offering to Salune. At some point, because of the bow. Just for gratitude, if I'm gonna be using it.
Well, I can tell you she's happy to be seeing it used, especially in the service of light and good and protecting. But if you'd like help making an offering for her, I'm happy to help.
Yeah, I would love that. And then maybe we can have like a normal hangout for once. Or at least a calm one.
A calm one sounds wonderful.
Okay.
Maybe dinner and dancing. Do you like dancing?
I do like dancing, actually.
There is a dance hall in Waterdeep. The drinks are fine, but the music is good.
The drinks are optional for me. I'm a bit of a lightweight.
And then water for us.
Sounds good. And yeah, we can side chat the rest of that. But I think Erebus just kind of stays for a while. She wants to make sure that Eliana and Uriel are fine. She also does want to make sure that Grim and Corinne are fine, but she knows that Corinne is the best person to talk to Grim, at least at first. So she's going to give that some time. And just kind of hang out and enjoy a calm cup of tea.
Yeah. And Romuald doesn't he seems to be, I wouldn't say he's being very neutral, but he's definitely being supportive, but not pushy in any direction for you to stay longer, stay anything. He's very much just giving you the space to make whatever decisions you want to make.
Fantastic. I love that for Erebus, and so does she. So.
Alright. So we'll pick up with Eliana and Uriel, as Uriel just kind of closes the door as he sees all his pillows and blankets moved.
Yeah. And Aliana is currently on the other side of that door?
No, you're on the room side at least. He wouldn't slam the door in your face.
Okay. Right, well... Right. You need food, a bath. Please let me take care of you. I can go get you something to eat and bring it back here if you let me know where to go.
Could you perhaps help with my armor first? This thing is wildly uncomfortable and heavy.
Yes, of course. Tell me what to do.
Yeah. And he'll walk you through it. He's just taking off his armor. It's lots of straps and small, bits that need to be maneuvered so he can get it off. And his hands are a little stiff.
Yeah. And so she gets things unbuckled, sets them off to the side carefully.
Yeah, he has an armor stand, so he's putting stuff on the armor stand where it goes.
Yeah. It also adds a little bit more healing to him in the process.
Right, so I think you insinuated I needed a bath.
I think it would do you some good.
Well, I certainly would not take that advice.
I mean, I think it would do me some good too, but you first.
If you want food in the kitchen there, past everyone, there's a arcane cold box. It has some basics in it just for snacks, but should be plenty. Cheese, bread. I think there's some chicken in there as well.
Perfect. I will bring back enough for both of us.
Thank you.
She kisses him on the cheek. And Yeah, she'll pause before she heads off and give him a hug.
He will give you a ginger hug back, but it appears to be mostly like he knows he's covered in sweat and muck and doesn't want to get you any worse off. And then
That's fair.
he will head to the bathroom that is shared between the two bedrooms, and you hear the sound of water starting to pour into a tub.
Yeah, and she will head back into the court to bring back food.
No, it's in the apartment. So in the apartment
I
itself,
see.
he keeps.
So she doesn't
I mean,
she doesn't have to leave the rooms. Great.
No, it's Uriel. He keeps food.
Yeah. Yeah, so in that case she makes up a couple of plates.
That's a man who has snacks.
He is cozy, he knows. Makes up a couple of plates, prestidigitates things warm that should be warm, and brings them back into the room and closes the door.
Yeah. Uriel. It doesn't take him very long to get cleaned up. He's definitely not lingering in the tub.
Yeah.
And he'll emerge in a tunic and a pair of pants. It's yours if you'd like it. The water just switched out for clean.
Oh yes, I would. Thank you. Please eat. You don't have to wait for me.
I
She
shall.
blushes after she says, "Wait for me."
Yeah. The bathroom is yours. It's nice. It's a small bathroom. This is a smaller bathroom. It does have a tub in it that appears to be like it's wider than a barrel, but it's only like maybe it's not like a full like beautiful tub. It's definitely a stand-up shower that you can like fill with water.
Yeah, so she gets herself cleaned off, and returns to the room.
Mhm.
Sits down with dinner. Before she does, I think picks up a stray blanket. Makes to just have in my head that she goes to drape a blanket across Uriel's shoulders.
He'll snuggle into it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she sits by him with her food.
How are you doing?
It has been a strange day.
It's certainly been that. I've only heard bits and pieces of your report.
Yeah. There was the creature trying to come through a portal. All tentacles and darkness and lightning flashing from the sky. It wasn't easy.
I wish I could have been there. Not in a vain, glory-seeking way, but certainly in a damn, you could have used another hand.
She smiles. What grows across her face. I wish you could have too, but I'm also glad that you weren't. I'm glad that you were safe.
Thanks to you and your friends.
Well, we did what we could for you. And it was enough.
How many bombs does Corinne have? I'm a little concerned.
People keep giving them to her. She doesn't ask for them. They just keep giving them to her.
I think that makes it more terrifying.
That she's the kind of person who people just give bombs to because they think she's that charming, yes.
Like money, gold, furs, that's the normal thing you give to someone who's charming. You don't just give them bombs. But who knows? Like, you know what that actually sounds like, Corinne, to be honest. Now that I say it out loud, it's not surprising.
I think she doesn't want the kind of friends who just shower her in money and jewels and furs. In this line of work, you get bombs, and now you have one.
I shall keep it in mind for for Midwinter that she prefers bombs for a present.
She, the kind of day that it has been, she just collapses into a giggle fit. And eventually, manages to catch her breath. Very good. I don't think she really likes setting them off, is the funny thing. I think she prefers her sword and her bow.
I'm sorry, I'm not very good company tonight.
You are good company the way you are now. You are good company because you are here.
Would you like to get some sleep?
I think I'm not quite sleepy yet, but I will help you get cozy and stay up with you until I'm sleepy too.
You notice, he kind of reaches out to the switches. The drift globes begin their lazy circle around the room, casting a nice warm light as the oil lanterns in the room are dimmed. Or, sorry, the arcane lanterns in the room are dimmed. I can tell you a story about antics, if that makes it easier.
Please.
Alright, so let's tell
And then maybe from here we go into side chat the rest.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay. As those two settle down, Grim and Corinne, what are you two up to?
I am following Grim to wherever they are going. Just to make sure that someone keeps tabs of them in the night.
I am remembering to unmute myself eventually. Is Corinne making her presence known?
She's not stealthing.
Okay. But is she intervening in any way, or is she just following?
She's following for now.
Okay. Grim is heading for the dock ward. They are still pretty out of it. Like they are aware. It would be. I mean, she knows them well enough. They are aware of their surroundings. They're not actually catatonic at this point. But they're like it is sort of bare minimum. Like they are moving on sort of instinct as much as sort of anything else. So they're not like a danger to themselves and others moving through the city. But they're definitely not in a good way. And yeah, they are just walking south. From whatever they would depart from. Oh wait, we were at the city of the dead. They never made it to the court. So yeah, they just probably I think we went in through Yeah, they just hit the high road and head south. And eventually, as they hit the dock ward, they sort of start cutting off onto side streets and alleyways, and they're still sort of they're just sort of generally trending, sort of towards this area.
Mm-hmm.
But so it's and the sort of the dodging through. They're clearly not like. They don't look back, like whether they know she is there or not is probably hard to read from this point. Like her passive stealth being what it is, and their passive perception being what it is. I suspect they don't actually know that she's there. And the vibe is but the vibe would be that they're sort of cutting sideways, cutting off main drags and through alleyways and such is not. They're not trying to lose anyone. They're not trying to lose her active. Certainly, they're not trying to like evade anyone in particular. It's sort of it's half finding a more direct route to where they're going, and half old habit of not walking anywhere in a super straight line on the visible way to avoid who knows what. And they just find their way to an alley and find their way to a storm drain and sort of pry up the grate, which on this one in particular is not well attached. It probably hasn't been well attached for 20 years or so. And they just sort of swing down into and I pictured, and I think Heather, you can tell me if this does or doesn't match your water deep, and I can adjust as needed. I sort of always picture the sewers and storm drains as like sort of big open spaces.
Oh yeah, especially this close to the dock ward. Mm-hmm. Yes, for sure. You're looking at traditional like kind of walkways on either side with a like a river down the middle.
Fabulous.
Like you see in old
matches.
Yeah, like you see in old European. You realize you're not alone here. Every side little area, every corner, there's sewer rats here. And I do not mean that literally. I mean that this is where us people of a certain class find some cover, and call home even.
Yeah. And Grim sort of just moves down this storm drain and sort of just is checking side nooks and bits where sort of just side passages, bits that have either sort of not with a wall has sort of naturally crumbled or been assisted in crumbling over time, and may have to check a couple. Like they know where they're going, but whether their first choice is already occupied is an open question.
I will say your first choice is not occupied.
Okay, yeah, and it would be one that is sort of it is not like a secret door situation, but they are going to one that they know well and have used not in a long time, but it is hard to find if you don't know what you're looking for, and most of the people even who frequent the sewer drains don't know it's there, and it's just a side path, sort of a very small side passage that, especially like Grim is not a large person, but does have like it is not the passage off the main drain is not built for adults, and so they do have to sort of it's a belly crawl and a bit of a squeeze to get in, but it opens up beyond there into probably not a large room, probably 8 by 8 ish, and it's dark, but it's dry, and they just sort of there's not like clear corners. It's not a room, but just sort of tuck in and sit against the wall, sort of facing the passageway. And if Corinna's followed them that far, that's where they've stopped.
Yeah, so she does continue to follow them. Like every time, like when they pry open the sewer the grate, she kind of just like like kind of steals herself a little bit and just like, oh, we're doing this, okay. And then similarly when they find like the spot where you belly crawl, she kind of just like, okay, and then continues forward. And then when is the lighting situation such that she with dark vision would be able to see, or is it just like completely pitch black?
This is an interesting question. Heather, how's my devil's sight situation? Grim is absolutely not casting any magic, but that would be a passive if it's still there.
Yeah, it's not still there.
Okay. Then it's dark, and they did not stop to pull out a light, so they are navigating by feel. So you can, for the first time in many levels, you can see better than Grim, who is now does take out. They have sort of dropped their haversack next to them, and they're sort of fishing around in it, in the way that one fishes around when one can't actually see what one is doing.
So she kind of emerges, looks around, and just kind of like watches them for a few minutes.
Now I think I do need to. Oh, I was going to say they're not listening to see if anyone is following them, and you're. I don't think it's physically possible for Corinne to not beat their passive with a stealth check. Or she's not trying.
Yeah, the lowest she's not even trying.
Yeah.
She is not making any attempts whatsoever to be hidden. Like they may have heard the plaintive little whimper as she prepared to like belly down crawl through the crawl space.
I think they are out of it enough and sort of focused on their own misery and what they're doing. They may be like aware somewhere in the back of their mind, but they're certainly not thinking. It's not registering.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're trying to do, this is a very bad, no good, horrible, terrible, horrible day, is fish out charcoal and incense and herbs and a brass brazier and a little fire starter, because they're going to try to ritual cast Find Familiar. But I think since they do have to set a little fire. To do that, because all that stuff is supposed to be burned, I think they strike the fire starter.
Mm-hmm.
And see that's when they realize that there's someone else there. And I think they just freeze and let the fire stop. The spark doesn't catch, and so it's just dark and they're very, very still.
Corinne pulls her own tinderbox out of her, like very slowly will like sit down, like facing them, but like giving them, a foot or two of space. And then we'll kind of slowly reach into her satchel and pull out her own tinderbox. And we'll strike against it to catch light on the kindling that they've started.
I can't think about what a sewer. It's a storm drain. It is a storm drain, not a sewer, but it's still a storm drain. It smells like when you are also burning charcoal and incense and herbs in a very small room.
She also pulls out, she has a hooded lantern as well, with some oil, and so she pulls that out and also lights that for a second source of light.
And I think they just stare at sort of the brazier for a minute, and they squint and lift a hand to sort of cover their face against the light, which again they wouldn't have had. Oh no, they've reacted to with dark vision. They've reacted to light being on, but it's the quality of the action is a little bit different because it's going from being able to see, going from not being able to see in the darkness to seeing, which I don't know I don't know how dilation of the pupils works with devil sight versus not, but either way, they lift a hand to cover their face.
She turns the hood away, like a little, like to find something to like bounce the light off of, so it's not like directly at them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Corinne?
It's me.
Can't see you.
She kind of slowly reaches her hand. And are they sitting like on their knees, cross-legged? What's the
back to the wall, sort of like would have been sort of with their like knees up, but yeah, would have gone to cross-legged to set up the brazier. So yeah, cross-legged back to the wall.
So she reaches and puts a hand on their knee.
Don't think he's coming back.
We can look tomorrow.
Grim?
Yeah?
Roll me a persuasion check.
$24.
You hear a happy chainsaw noise.
From physical space or in the back of my head?
Physical space, as he manifests on the fire, flopping on it a little bit.
Immediately starts ringing his bell with great enthusiasm. I think Grim just reaches out to like grab Bosun and wrap him up. I think just starts sobbing, honestly.
Corinne just stays there.
Yeah. And I don't think they're gonna have any useful words for the next.
Yeah, I suspect it'll be a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, is just gonna sit there in the dark and feel some feelings and squish a puffin until he. I mean, I don't think I can't remember if he actually needs to breathe.
Given where he's from, probably not. I don't know how much air the astral sea has.
I think he does. He does mechanically. But yeah, just squeeze Bosun while he rings his bell. He will eventually like wriggle loose and do zoomies and ring his bell for Corinne as well, and then dive back into Grim's arms. But yeah, they're just gonna sit there and have feelings for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I think eventually, if they'll allow her, Corinne will kind of like wrap them up a little bit herself.
Yeah. They are not going to initiate it at this moment in time, but they will absolutely allow and throw in if invited. So yeah. And I'm sure they will have something to say eventually, but
yeah, I think they'll still be there for a while.
Yeah. in the cozy environment of the storm. They probably do eventually blow out the brazier and just let the hooded lantern take over. Because I don't know, maybe it's better than the ambient sense. But yeah,
All right.
what a
As
day!
everyone settles into process, I'm going to call it there for tonight.
Wow.
Oh, I'm
boy.
so glad we got that on screen. Oh my
Good work,
god.
everyone.
Good job, everyone.
Yeah.
And one luck point left, and I wasn't sure what I was saving it for, but that was what I was saving it for if needed. Apparently. Wow.
Yeah.
Important question: does Bosun have a flower crown?
No.
Oh. Nothing additional.
Nope.
Delightful. He's the best. Best worst familiar. Thank you all.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Okay. Wow. What a time that was.
Yeah.
Heather,
was
thank you for
Go ahead.
this